Dr. Mom HD, and welcome once again. So we have a few more weeks until Christmas. I know, that word, Christmas. I'm probably just instilled fear in all of you, trying to figure out what to buy for everybody, and do I have enough time? Well, one thing that a lot of people are thinking about is the food. We're coming up to the holiday season, and with that in mind, there are lots of parties that are going on and lots of good, yummy foods that we can be eating. Now, some of us have already carried a little bit of weight from the summertime, and we're trying to get rid of it. And I get this all the time. How do I lose weight? Believe me, if I had a magic pill, I would give it to all my patients that have asked for it, and I would thoroughly enjoy the fact that I'd be able to just instantaneously get them to drop the weight. But that's not the way that it works. There is no magic pill. There are some great ideas out there, and some things work for some people and some things work for others. And what I have to suggest to you, because I'm not a nutritionist, but I am a homeopath, what I can suggest are there are ways in order to reduce your caloric intake or your fat intake or other means that are actually causing you to increase the amount of weight. So what I suggest is look at what you're eating throughout a day, and what you need to do is actually take a journal and figure out what the calories are. So is it the calories that you're doing, like is that too much? Are there too many calories within your day in order to maintain or reduce the amount of weight that you have? If that's not the case, then look at what you're eating. Is it the fat content? I know when I struggled with weight loss after having my babies, for me it was the fat content. So I had to be careful with how many grams of fat that I had. And I recognized that I can maintain my weight properly as long as I have a moderate to low fat diet. So that's me though, that's not everybody else. I have friends that lose a lot of weight when they reduce their carbs. Now when you reduce your carbs, this is where I get a little antsy about, and this is where I say be careful. Not all diets are good diets. And as much as the carbs are there are good carbs, your fruits and your vegetables. Please don't give those up as much as you're trying to reduce the sugars and the carbs within those foods. What I would strongly suggest is that you maintain those fruits and vegetables because they are very important to your nutrition and your body. So if it's carbs, look at the breads, look at the unrefined sugars, or the refined sugars, look at the bleached flours, anything like that. That's what I would take out of my diet, and I would add only wholesome, good fruits and vegetables and healthy, moderate portions. So that's the other thing too. And also decide whether you are actually somebody who can handle 3 meals a day or somebody who has to graze all the time. Sometimes a little bit of a meal every day, or in portions of the day, such as maybe 5 or 6 times a day, is better for somebody, whereas other people it would be set meals such as breakfast, lunch, and dinner with a snack in between. Other people don't snack at all. It's finding what works for you, and those are my suggestions to most of my patients. Actually, what I tend to do is I sit down with my patients and I talk about what they're eating, what their caloric intake is, what their fat intake is, and I look and see what seems to be the triggers for them. When they say, oh, I love bread, I just can't get enough bread, guess what you're taking out of your diet? You are going to at least reduce it so that I can at least stop that craving for the high portions of the bread and reduce whatever is going on so that we can help get you down to a weight goal that you have wanted. So these are some tips and hints, and believe me, if it is something that I find is beyond my scope of practice, then obviously I refer on, and for me it would be a nutritionist, and I also would suggest that exercise is a huge part of your dieting regime. And I really hate that word dieting because honestly I think it's all in moderation. Remember, the portion of meat that you're supposed to have in a day is the portion the size of your palm. So think about that. When you're actually labeling on all the food on our large portion plates, reduce that. You might want to consider putting a smaller plate in front of you instead. That might actually help. So I hope these tips are helpful, And I hope that you're able to take something away from that. If I can help you, by all means, give me a call for sure and set up an appointment with me, and I would be happy to help you with your weight loss project. I am Shauna Bradshaw, Dr. Mom HD. Thank you once again for following me. I am looking forward to hearing from all of you and understanding what you would like me to chat about next. So like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will chat with you later. Take care.